Hello, my name is Faith Gernhardt. I'm a fiber arts enthusiast. I found this really neat book, Amigurumi's knits, and I want to knit the praying mantis. So I'm doing a practice run now. One of the things that I've run into with this that needs a little bit of special care is this part of his feelers, because it's not knitting that's sewn in, it's picked up stitches on each side, and then you Kitchener stitch those together. Now, to do a Kitchener stitch, you have to have exactly the same number of stitches on each side. So that's what this video is about, and how I'm doing that. So I have my completed leg. Here's one that's overstuffed, but that's okay. This is experimenting, and I'm finding out what she means by don't overstuff. And in order to make sure that I have exactly the same number of stitches on both sides, and that the stitches are aligned so I don't get a twist, right, I am using stitch markers, and my sample happens to be in a yarn that makes stripes, so that makes life easier. So I line up the stitch marker, and I've got my third stitch here that I've pulled in, and now I'm ready to bring in the next stitch, which means I want it to be right about here. So I have a crochet hook slash, what are they? I found it on the internet, and I found it at Amazon. It's a 2-in-1 crochet knit combo. So I want my stitch to come right there to match the one on the other side. So I'm going to go in and pick up the stitch. And in order to avoid holes, I'm picking up the top of the previous stitch. So that keeps those together. And I don't get one of those holes that you often get when you're doing pickup work. So the other thing that I'm doing is making sure that this side that's to the stitching is the side that has the last half of the loop. Because when you're doing the Kitchener stitch, you need your loops to be the same, just like they would be if you were knitting. So that's the whole secret here. I've got 4, and then I line up where the next stitch is going to be, as I'm making sure I don't put a twist in my end product. So now I'm going to go, and again I'm using the top of this stitch now, and I use the bottom of the next stitch to make sure I don't have a gap. Whoops, that didn't work. I didn't bring it through, so come in, catch. And as I'm working, the one thing I find that it's really easy for me to do is to, as a matter of fact, I think I just did. See, I almost caught one of the actual knits and not the edge stitch. So I want to go back here. Catch. Come in from behind, the other direction. Catch the top of that loop as I go through the entire stitch, making sure that I haven't taken a stitch out of the body, that I do have that border stitch that she has you make. All right, this is see, that's the side that comes, and this is the side, and this side goes to the back from where I'm working and over. And now I have 2, 4, 5 stitches. And they are lined up. I haven't twisted the body. So I'm going to take a marker and put it in place. Continue doing that all the way up. And then when I start my Kitchener stitch, I will have exactly the same number of stitches on both sides. Thank you for watching. Have a good day, and God bless.